Welcome to the Soul Connection Podcast, the place where you get the tools to truly connect to yourself. I am your host, Katie Arnold. Grab your journal, find your comfortable meditation position, and let's connect. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Soul Connection Podcast. I am your host, Katie Arnold, and today is our meditation for inner calm. And let me just be really honest with you, which, I think I always am really honest with you. But today I need this. Today I really need this meditation. I'm recording this on a Saturday, and it has been a week, to say the least. It has been a week in my life outside of this podcast and outside of, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Trying to figure out what I'm doing with the growth and vision for my business, with the growth and vision for my life, but also in my home space. I have mice in my house, and if you have ever had some unwanted visitors in your home, then you understand the stress and the anxiety and that feeling of crawling out of your skin that comes with it. And I have to remind myself, as someone who lives very cleanly, that this has nothing to do with my cleanliness. And that is a challenging reminder sometimes. And it's one that I am facing every day while we try to figure out where they're coming from and how to keep them from coming in and how to keep them out and how to, best handle this situation that does not include burning your house to the ground, right? So I am turning to my practices so much in my life, and that's why we do this, right? That's why we practice meditation. That's why we practice yoga. It's not just the moments on our mats or on our cushions or in this kind of situation at my microphone. It is for the moments when I get to take all of those lessons and use them in my life. And this is very much one of those seasons. So today's meditation for inner calm is really to help us find a level of peace and tranquility within ourselves. And please note that if you are not dealing with a situation like I am right now, that does not mean this is not a great meditation for you today. This meditation can be used in your own life and with whatever your current stressors may be. So I want you to keep that in mind. Before we get to our meditation practice for today, just a friendly reminder, if you don't already have my free meditation habit tracker, it is a free download to help you create a meditation practice that is consistent and accessible for an entire month. I tell you the practices or the suggested practices that you can do every day. They are there for you, all laid out. So the link to that is at the description in the show notes. So if you don't have that, go ahead and grab it. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's get to our practice. I know I need it, and you probably do too. As we work toward finding our center, we are creating a sense of inner peace and calm. The stillness and quiet that can exist from this space allows us to better tune into our intuition, the guidance from that centered space. This is the goal for our meditation today. Find your comfortable space. Sitting up or lying down in whatever way feels best in your physical body today. Softening the eyelids. And if you're comfortable with it, closing them down all the way. Getting out any of the wiggles or movements you need to land in a place that your physical body will be content for the next several minutes. Take a breath in and feel it travel through and expand in your physical body. Exhale and feel the breath make its way back out. Inhale and notice the temperature as the breath enters the body. And exhale to notice the change in temperature as it makes its way back out. Take a few moments to just notice your breath. No judgments, no expectations, no forced control. Just allow the breath to flow with ease and simply notice it. Now begin to visualize yourself near a lake somewhere in nature. It can be a place you've been before, or one you're creating in your mind's eye. It can be a small lake or a larger one. Just notice where your mind takes you and explore the space. As thoughts come up, visualize yourself reaching down and grabbing a small rock from the ground at your feet. This small rock represents the thought that came up, regardless of what it may be. Then take that small rock and toss it into the lake, allowing yourself to acknowledge the thought that bubbled to the surface, but then releasing it just as quickly as it came up before returning back to the stillness of the lake. As your mind continues to naturally wander, pick up another rock, acknowledging the thought and tossing it in the water, letting it go. There is no judgment for how many rocks you may pick up and release. Just guide yourself back to the practice after each one. Notice the thought, pick up the rock, toss it into the water, and let that thought go with the rock as it descends into the lake before you. Start to release the visualization, putting down the rocks and stepping back from the lake. Maybe bringing your hands to your heart, taking a moment to acknowledge the effects of your practice and the inner peace and stillness you've been able to cultivate. As you're ready, blinking your eyes back open, releasing yourself from your meditation practice, grabbing your journal. Your prompt for today: what does this feeling of inner calm feel like to you? And how can you create more of these moments in your day and life? What does this feeling of inner calm feel like to you? And how can you create more of these moments in your day and life? Thank you so much for joining me. If you have found connection from our practice today, please take a moment to subscribe if you're not already. Leave a rating and review and share it with your friends. Help invite more people to find this true soul connection through our practices. I will see you back here for your next soul connection practice.